Hi, I'm Heather from Heather Handmade. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a DIY skeleton costume. This costume is actually really simple because you buy a black outfit like long sleeves, long pants. You can do lighter fabrics for warmer climates and warmer fabrics for colder climates. And then you cut out the iron-on vinyl and attach it with an easy press. This costume is really fun and really comfortable. I know that my son's going to love wearing this. He loves skeletons and anything spooky. I decided to use Sport Flex iron-on by Cricut because it stretches with the fabric, and this is a stretchy fabric. This also will become pajamas afterwards, but be very careful about making pajamas for kids. There's lots of rules and laws, so make sure that you are following that to keep kids safe. I have a free SVG cut file for this skeleton. I've actually used it for a pillow and other Halloween decorations in the past, but this one I just use the body pieces and the leg and arm pieces to make this fun costume. So let's get started. For this project, I'm using my Cricut Maker 3. I'm also using the Easy Press 3 to when I'm putting the iron-on vinyl on. I'm going to be using Sport Flex iron-on by Cricut. I love using Cricut iron-on vinyl. The Sport Flex means it will kind of stretch with the fabric because this is a knit fabric. You're also going to need like black pajamas or sweatshirt and sweatpants. If you're going to be trick-or-treating somewhere very warm, then I would suggest something really lightweight. If you're going to be trick-or-treating where it's very cold, then choose warmer fabrics. You also need a ruler so you can measure. I like to measure the shirt and the pants to make sure that the iron-on vinyl will fit. I have my weeding tools and my scissors, and then my Easy Press mat. The first thing you are going to do is you are going to download the file to your computer. So then you go to your upload program, either in Design Space or whatever it is for Silhouette or Brother. You're going to add the file to your mat, and you can see it is a pretty huge file. So I'm locking it so I can control the proportions, and I'm going to make the width 11.5 inches. And that brings down the size a little bit, makes it a little bit better for cutting out. Then I'm going to contours, and I'm actually going to remove the head since I'm not going to be cutting out the head for this costume. So there is a little bit better of a size. Let's go over to the mat to see how much of the mat it takes up. So I click Make It, and you can see it is a little bit bigger than a 24-inch long mat. So let's go in and alter it a little bit. So I'm going to make it smaller because I actually want each bone piece to be separate. So I'm counting all of the bone pieces, and I'm going to duplicate it to get that many skeleton like images, and then I'm going to go through and contour so that I only have one bone piece out at a time. You can see all of those duplicated, and then I go in and contour, and I just, remove everything and then just choose one bone. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit so that you can you don't have to watch it. Okay, now I have each of these individually. I set it up as the skeleton all laid out, and then I actually don't want to use the hands or feet because I'm not doing shoes or gloves, but that is always a possibility if you want to add that to your costume. It's very hard to change the size after you have it all separated, so just plan on choosing the size before you separate it out. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to make it white just so that it helps me choose the right color of iron-on vinyl. One thing to check as you have all the bones ready and before you cut it out, you need to go in and click on each thing to see if it will fit on your mat when you're cutting it out, and check if it's the right measurement for the like the clothing that you're going to be putting it on. So make sure that none of the bones are too long or too wide, and then if you needed to, you could individually change the size of a bone, but it will change the proportion slightly if you go through and change it after we have separated all of the bones out. Now we're going to click Make It, and I'm making it on a mat. And you can see everything is set up on the mat. You can see there is 2 mats. There's actually a little bit of space, so I'm going to change this one. I'm going to rotate it sideways. So move it to another mat. I'm moving it to this mat so that is all on one mat, and I'm going to grab it and move it down to this bottom edge where there is space. So I'm putting it right in that corner. So everything is fitting on one mat. I'm moving the bones a little bit so I can keep track of which bones are which, and some of the bones are a little close together. Once I have the mat set up how I want it to be and it's mirrored because I'm doing iron-on vinyl, then it is ready to cut out with my Cricut Maker. So I have this mat, and check your vinyl so that you can do shiny side down and place it on your mat. You can get out your brayer. So I have my Easy Press heating up, and now it's time to weave the design. Now I'm going to separate all of the pieces. Now I'm going to apply all of the pieces to this black shirt and pants. Once it's cool, you can take off the plastic backing. Now we're going to do the pants. I'm putting it pretty low on the waist because the shirt is going to hang down from the top and you don't want the shirt to like cover up the top of that. Now we can peel off the vinyl. And that's how you make a DIY skeleton costume. It's so simple and fun. I can't wait to see all of the skeleton costumes that you make. Please share them with me on social media. Check out these playlists with DIY Halloween costume ideas. There's so many ideas to make, and Halloween sewing projects. Thank you so much for watching my video.